About a month ago, I said I was starting monk mode, but I lied. You see, all these protocols I said I would be doing for monk mode, so all these habits I said I would do, waking up on time, drinking lots of water, going to bed on time, no music, meditation, cold showers, all of these habits, yeah. And I said that I was going to do it as part of monk mode, a 90-day monk mode. But did you really think that I was just going to do them and stop them? I would just start eating junk food and watching TV, playing video games, scrolling on my phone. Did you think I was just going to go back to that? Not that I did much of that before anyway, but that's not the point. I was mainly using YouTube as an accountability vessel, a place where I can track my journey. Because now that I know that people are watching me, I need to do the things that I said I would do. This is why having someone to keep you accountable is so important. When you don't have someone to keep you accountable, it's easy to slip back to the path of least resistance where you're doing all these cheap dopamine habits like scrolling on your phone and eating junk food. When you have someone to keep you accountable, you're more inclined to do these habits. You don't want to look bad. And that's not the main reason. When you know that someone's watching you, it just gives you that extra bit of motivation to push further. Shall I be really honest? I called it monk mode because I thought it'd get views. I decided to gamify it so that people could relate. Because there's so many people talking about monk mode on the YouTube space right now. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I agree there's going to be periods of time where people go into a period of intense focus and concentration where they detach from basically the outside world. They go wake up at 3 a.m., do the work they're meant to do, no social media, no friends, just them and their work. Just a brutal existence where you're just working and not doing anything that's going to detract away from your goal. Now, I've always wanted to do that because I felt like I could make massive progress on my goals. As a 17-year-old student though, that's just simply not possible. I've got too many things going on in my life right now. And I'm not saying that's an excuse to not work hard. It's an excuse to work hard even more, but I just can't do things like waking up at 3 a.m. and going to bed at 7 p.m. because I live in a house with 3 other people. And I can't force them to go to bed at 7 p.m. I can't force them to wake up at 3 a.m. I can't change their sleep habits. You see, if I was living alone, I can do whatever I like, but there's other demands on me. I've got homework, I've got tests all the time. I do 5 A-level subjects. There's a lot on my mind right now, and to do something that extreme is just not possible at this stage of my life. Now, I probably will do something like that in the future when it is possible, but right now it's not possible, so I'm not going to do it. So I decided to push myself and do the habits that I specified earlier. I'll leave the habits that I said I would do in the description if you're new. These habits aren't necessarily that extreme. They're just good habits that everyone should be doing. Everyone who wants to be successful. They're not that demanding. Waking up at 6 a.m., going to bed at 10:30 p.m., taking a cold shower. Maybe that's hard for most people. Not listening to music, that's part of basically everyone's lives. So that's probably also a bit hard. Drinking lots of water, why is that gonna be hard? It's just drinking water, bro. No processed food. Well, if you're a junk food addict, I can understand why that's hard. Eating protein. Oh, I know if I'm not going to eat protein, I'm going to lose gains. So I have to eat it. Going on a run. Well, I'm starting to enjoy runs and I just feel so energized when I do go on them. And the feeling of getting faster every single day is just amazing. I just feel great when I know that I'm making progress on what I want to do. Meditating every day. I mean, it's not much of a hassle. I really like it. Whenever I feel like my focus is wandering or I'm losing concentration, I just meditate during different parts of the day. Even in school, I have this thing called study periods. And when I just feel like my concentration is slipping, I just get my Medita app out and I just start meditating in the study center. Now, it's kind of weird for different people watching me with my eyes closed and meditating, but who cares? You got to do what you got to do. So all these habits, now they are hard to do, like it takes willpower to do them, but they're becoming easier and I want them to become my path of least resistance. I want these to be the habits that are most easy for me. So how watching TV and playing video games and scrolling on social media, that's the path of least resistance for most people. I want my path of least resistance to be everyone's hard. So when I'm doing my hard, it's so many levels greater than everyone else's hard. Because I'm doing what everyone else feels hard on a regular basis, and it just pushes my limits and my standards for what I see as hard. When you're a whole other level, doing things that are so much harder, think of it like a video game. Level 10, you've got screen time limits on your phone. Level 20, you don't eat junk food. Level 30, you take cold showers every day. Level 40, you meditate. And level 50, you do all these good habits on a regular basis, and it sets you up to get to a level 100. Just think of it like that. You just want to keep moving up levels, and then the previous level gets so much easier. Do you understand? You want to be good even on your worst day. That's the point where you want to get at. The day where you feel like you've done nothing, you want that day to be everyone else's best day. That's the stage you want to be getting at if you really want to be ultra successful. So next steps, I am going to be writing my community posts every single day, and I've written them for around 50 days now. It keeps me accountable, and for sure I've stuck to what I've meant to have been doing to a far greater extent than if I wasn't posting on YouTube. Because it's really held me accountable. I think about it during the day. Oh shit, I have to do this now. Oh shit, I have to do this. Now, I've failed loads and loads and loads of times, but I've not quit. And I'm not going to quit. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to be some point where I've been hitting all these habits on a consistent basis every single day. Because that's when you know that I've reached the path of least resistance. But these habits are effortless. Now, I'm not going to say these habits are going to be the same throughout. Because as my needs change, as my priorities change, my protocols are going to change. Right now, I have the protocol that I need to code every day. But the moment I finish my exams, that protocol is getting dropped. And I'm going to replace it. And it's going to keep changing. As things start changing and these habits start getting easier, there's no need for me to do certain things. And maybe I can add new protocols as well. So I'm not going to call it monk mode. This is basically just a habit tracker. I just decided to gamify it because I thought I would get views. But then I realized that's not what I wanted to do. I might as well do something that I find purpose in. And there's no point in me posting weekly monk mode updates. What's the point of me posting a weekly update on monk mode when I don't even believe in it? At least what I'm doing right now. It's just a waste of my time. And it's just going to be boring. It's just me repeating the same thing again. Oh, I found this week hard because taking cold showers was hard. Oh, I fell into the trap of listening to music today. Yeah, it's the same old stuff. You can find it on my community posts. Whatever. You can follow my journey. And if you want to do your own thing, if you want to keep yourself accountable, my comment section is always free. And if you think you're above all of that, mate, you're not. Let go of that ego of yours. Just try it. It's going to keep you accountable. I just decided that I wanted to do something that was more purposeful for me right now, and posting these monk mode videos is not going to help me in any way, and it's not purposeful for me. So starting from next week, I'm going to start posting videos that I feel like might help you, and also that I find enjoyment in making, rather than just these boring monk mode videos. So that's it for now. So if you like this video, like it, else don't. But I'll see you in the next one.